There's always room on the couch.
Don't even breathe, man.
Don't even breathe, AU.
Technical
Don't even breathe.
difficulties, y'all.
Yes, sir.
So like I was
Name
saying,
in the game.
y'all don't think Sasuke is a well-written character?
I do, yes. But
I do not.
since you're the guest, I'm gonna give you the pass to go ahead on that one.
Okay, the reason why I say he's not a well-written character, right? Well-written means a few things. He's unique. I don't think he's unique. We've gone through many shows now saying, yo, this is a Sasuke copy, you know, whether it's JJK, it's Haikyuu, or even Yu Yu Hakusho. We've seen yes, so we've seen variations of Sasuke. I just feel as if the only great thing that was written about him and how he had to endure, honestly, thinking his brother was evil, but his brother really wasn't evil. He was doing things behind the scenes because the village made him do it. That's what I would say good written about it. But low-key, Sasuke was jealous about Naruto most of the time. And I just me personally, bro, I'm not really rocking with Sasuke like that, to be honest with you. That's just me.
I don't rock with Sasuke either. I'm a Uchiha hater. I went to Uchiha University hatery.
So you're second Hokage. Second Hokage son.
I actually double majored in it. So, but I will say at minimum he was a well-written character simply for the fact that you did give a good point that like a big part of his thing was like Itachi and killing his brother and whatnot, and then getting that. Basically, you put in perspective that a large portion of what he was chasing and what he was about killing his brother, and then his brother ended up becoming a more popular character. But we got a lot of levels for Sasuke outside of the revenge. We did get character development. You know, even early on in OG Naruto, you know what I mean? We saw him change his mindset about Naruto and build that friendship, even whether he liked it or didn't. He just decided to stick to the revenge. You know what I mean? And then obviously we hated him a little bit later. And by we, I mean me. Because he decided to try to be Hokage. Now all of a sudden, he was really a fucking copycat. I mean, shit, he's a Uchiha, so copycats what they do. Anyways, but I won't say he's the best written character in the history of anime. However, I will give him he was a good written anime character for sure. He did have character development and growth and struggles in between everything. So at minimum, I won't take that away from him as much as I hate Sasuke.
I mean, I look at Sasuke as a character that to both of y'all point, there was growth there at some points, but at the same time, was it really that much? You know what I mean? Like, how much are we talking about when it comes to? Because I never loved
the subtle things.
So no, but because we talked about this when we talked about Black Clover before. I really never loved the way that they did Sasuke Naruto's relationship, and I use Black Clover as an example because when you look at Asta and Yuno's relationship, it's very similar, but there's a little bit more of a camaraderie, a little bit more of a brotherhood there in Black Clover's case, as opposed to when you look at Sasuke Naruto. Sasuke and Naruto got thrown together because they were child soldiers and they had to get thrown together. They was on the same team.
But that is not a reason to say it's not well written just because you don't like the story that's being presented to you or the relationship that's being presented to you. And so hold on, hear me out for 1 second. I get where you're going, but those are more personal things versus what the actual writing is for the character. We did see growth. We did see those struggles for Sasuke in terms of what he felt about people and everything else. Like he was the lonely person, whatever. We saw him struggle with that. We did. You can't take that away. So if it's a personal thing, understandable. Now, like I said, I'm a Sasuke hater. Y'all can go back in any podcast that we've ever recorded. You can't take that from me. I'm a Sasuke hater.
I was about to say, hell, low-key freezing over a little bit. Hey, no, you out here defending the Uchiha.
I still stand on it. But the character is written well.
I'm only saying because of my first rhetoric that I gave, meaning if he's well written, why is this other stories that use that. So my only thing is what I try to lump well written, meaning like we've never seen this outlandish thing. It's not outlandish. I just gave you many characters that the same thing.
After Sasuke.
Yu Yu Hakusho came
I was
after.
gonna say Sasuke
not
Loki a Hiei.
Not Yu-Yo.
No, but Sasuke is like a Hiei copy. I was gonna say
he literally is.
But nothing's original. At minimum, we got to take away the fact that nothing is original. We've seen every character a billion times. However, it's the uniqueness that we can get within their own story that makes them well written too. So yes, I'll give it to you. You got Yu on them. However, outside of that, every other character you name came after, and they mentioned Sasuke as a reference.
So let me ask y'all this: is the hate for Sasuke justified?
Yes.
Yes.
Now you don't boiled right back into my goddamn blood.
Yep.
Yes, all of it.
Yep. I really there's not even anything to discuss about that, to be honest. We can move on.
We can move past that.
The only reason why I'm bringing it up is because, like I said, I've been looking at Twitter the last couple of days, and everybody was like, you had people out there defending Sasuke as like, I can't believe y'all hate Sasuke. What Sasuke ever do to y'all? How did we get here with Sasuke? All he ever tried to do was just like bring justice for his clan. Like, I straight up people defending Sasuke and his actions and his movements throughout the entirety of the series.
You didn't have to leave the village and become a borderline villain in order to execute. He wasn't. Hold on. He wasn't a villain. Hold on. He was more like an anti-hero than a villain.
He had intent. He had intent to kill people, did he not?
His brother.
Didn't he kill
his
people?
brother and Donzo. Donzo deserved to die.
Donzo deserved to die.
Here.
Okay, Donzo deserved to die. That's different.
Of course.
Donzo deserved to die.
But he probably would have killed Naruto too.
And he tried to kill Sakura.
He probably would have. He probably would have killed. He probably So serious. He would have killed more people. Let's be honest.
If he was gonna kill more people, he would have did it.
He tried. I mean, he had full intention of killing all the Kages. He just wasn't built like that. That was the only difference.
No. That's a lie. Because he literally said when he got there, "I'm only here for him." Yeah, and that's why Donzo ducked about the bitch. He was like, "Nah, I'm not here for none of that. I'm out of here."
Well, because Donzo knew what time it was. Donzo knew what time it was. I give you that. Donzo knew what time it was.
As he should. I'm gonna give him that. Sasuke, go get him.
Yo, go get him. It's crazy. Yeah, go try that.
Nah, but he deserves a hate because he didn't have to leave the village to execute his plan. He didn't have to do that. He could have stayed there, been stronger, been a part of everything or whatever. If Naruto could do it and live through all the scrutiny and all the people who hated him because of what he is, then Sasuke could have did that too.
For sure. I'm gonna have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Oh, bullshit.
All good. All good on that.
You clip
all good on that.
I'm gonna agree to disagree. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, what's going on, y'all? Y'all already know it's the Couch Sisters.
It's the Couch Sisters, baby.
What's up, baby? What's up?
Obviously, we have a guest.
Yes, we do.
We got a guest.
Coming all the way from our neighbor state out in Mass. And by neighbor state, I mean literally 45 minutes.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, hold on. What are you trying to say, man? She's trying to say.
Stand Massachusetts.
We can't stand Connecticut.
I do like going there, though. I do like going there, but I could live there.
Okay, yo, let me find out.
Coming at your whole state is crazy, but yes, we are talking with the one and only BrotherNnamdi. BrotherNnamdi, appreciate you coming on here, brother.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Yo, man. So just giving a little bit of background for the folks that are listening in, folks that are tuning in on YouTube for us. And Nam, don't get me wrong, man. We're gonna give you time to drop where all the people can find you. We're gonna let you do that. But we actually ran into each other up at ConnectiCon a couple of weeks ago.
Yes,
and it was mad funny because we was walking in. AU and I getting the lay of the land. You know, we walking around seeing cosplay here, cosplay there, everything. We walking
I was like, no, I think we gotta get our guest passes over there.
Yo, facts. Because
I would literally how it happened because we were in the wrong building.
Listen,
we're in the wrong.
This is why I don't do directions. Don't listen to my directions.
Okay, Zoro.
Zoro. Exactly. Zoro, indeed.
All right, listen. But anyway, so we walking in the hotel and walking in, BrotherNnamdi was like, yeah, what's good? We've been following each other for a little while and everything, so we really happy to have you on, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
So, yeah,
absolutely.
Introduce yourself quite I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds. No, I'm joking. Go ahead. You know your business.
Okay. My name is Nnamdi. I go by BrotherNnamdi. Damn, I had to plug myself now. I do TikTok, IG, YouTube. IG, I usually do a multitude of things, interviews. I do photography now, videography. TikTok.
No, we peeped you. You were pressed for Kineticon for photography. So yeah.
Appreciate that. TikTok, I dress pop culture, do some cosplay transitions, and just overall just talk about some random shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then on YouTube, YouTube is YouTube is I do like healthcare related videos in terms of fictional characters. So I try to in real life I'm a registered nurse, so I try to intertwine the two, and then we go from there. So I would say that's probably my favorite thing as a creator, the YouTube videos.
Somebody who became a doctor,
really?
About, I want to say for her about like a year ago. I can send you her at. She's wonderful.
Really? Yeah, so she's a creator and a doctor?
Yeah, creator.
No, like for anime?
I mean legitimate doctor. Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yep, you do. We linked up with her back when we did Anime After. Wasn't Anime After Dark.
No, it wasn't Anime After Dark. It was
what's her name?
Out in Brooklyn. It was out in Brooklyn. Shout out to name? Hold on, because now I gotta plug you now.
I'm
That's Otaku.
That's Otaku. That's Otaku.
And then I'm trying to. That was
hold on. You said that's.
I got photos with her and everything.
Hold on.
I'm trying to think of where we were in Brooklyn because that was with
You said that's Otaku.
No,
that was with like
that's
Jen.
I got you.
DJ Jen.
I think I know. Actually, sorry. Yeah, I see her. Yeah, I follow her. No worries. Yeah, we follow each other already. Someone already introduced me to her. Yeah. I remember
shout out to that Zotaku. She is an MD. I think she finished up like maybe midway early last year. So shout out to you because you did a wonderful thing. You are a whole doctor, baby girl.
Yep.
Keep doing your shit.
Yep. I met her last year. I plugged my page to her. She was like, "This is a genius plan." So shout out to her. It was an easy journey. Definitely wasn't.
She did that.
So actually, speaking of journey, that's a perfect like segue for us too. Transition
that way.
Yo, so listen.
Speaking on that, I'm sorry.
Yo,
I hate to even
you gonna do that? You gonna do me like that?
No, I have to because you said transition. Yo, I seen them comments. Yo, keep that away from us. Keep that away from us.
Yes. Yes.
The couch dealers here, everybody got room on the couch unless you promoting bigotry, racism, sexism, all of that. Like, in a real way, if you doing that, keep it away from us. That's all I got on that.
That's a major fact. I'm getting real tired of deleting all them comments, too, because grow up. Come on, what are we doing? What are we talking about? What are we actually talking about?
It's 2026, man.
It's 2026, bro.
So, all right. Thank you for saying that, AU. Coming back onto the yellow brick road, if we will. Nnamdi, bro, talk to me a little bit about how you got started, what your journey was like, how we ended up here on the couch talking with us.
Man, funny story. I want to say I started TikTok. That was the first thing I ever did as a creator, and I just went there and did nonsense, like trendy sounds, cosplay transitions. Nothing that was serious, just like, just trying to tap in, because this was past COVID. I think the peak of creators was COVID. I never tapped into that. Was very jealous and very like I was curious, like, yo, can I still tap into that? Which I did. 2024, I went to my first. So I was going to Anime Boston prior, like just for one day, just to see how I was going with my friends. Just not even a creator. I didn't even have the stamina. You know how creators go and stay there for excess amount of time. I didn't have this stamina yet. So I was going there and say, I'm tired after 2, maybe 3 hours, maybe 4. I doubt it, but then going to get something to eat. So fast forward to DreamCon 2024. Okay. I went. This wasn't as a creator still. People were interviewing me, and I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. Like, maybe I can tap into something like that. I was asking hella questions. Then fast forward.
As a creator, right?
I did not.
Not the first time.
No. I understand that, but people were interviewing you for what exactly?
My opinions. anime, stuff like that. So I was like, I was just there. I was cosplaying. Like that? No, I was.
So there you go. So you are a creator at that point. Don't ever second guess yourself.
Okay, fair.
You came in as a cosplayer.
I get you on that. That's a fine line, to be honest with you, about cosplaying. They say if you put something on, you become a cosplayer. I never have considered myself a cosplayer, even though I go to some of these events and cosplay.
I was gonna say, bro, that Shino drink was tough. I saw your Shino concert. That Shino drink was tough. Stop saying
that. Appreciate that. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, listen, look, I get where you're going, but don't be hard on yourself in this aspect. We're gonna strive for greatness, and I respect that. But
amen.
If you taking the time to put it on, then you create him.
It count.
Amen. Amen. So I had Haikyuu on. The next day I had Itadori. I remember this. People were interviewing me. I was like, no, sorry, it's from Ayawashi. Sorry, Haikyuu and Ayawashi. I remember this. Ayawashi is a soccer anime. Not a lot of people know about this one.
Talk to them about Ayawashi.
Ayawashi
season 2 coming out.
Season 2 coming out, man. And even the creators, the creators are coming to Anime NYC to do a panel. I'm going to Anime NYC Friday, actually. So I may catch that, I may not. Let's see how it goes. But all that to say, when I left DreamCon, I was so motivated. I was like, yo, how can I come back as a creator? And Lord and behold, the next year came and did interviews for the first time. Never knew what type of mic to buy, how to speak, how to make questions, even how to edit. I didn't even know any of that. Next year after that I was editing like crazy. You could see that my style has changed drastically, meaning I was doing a lot of transition and editing, like a lot. It looked like I was hungry. I was trying to make it out of the hood back then. But...
And we all?
I don't need to laugh at it. This is just the way you say it. It's like, bro, I'm trying to get this out the mud, boy. Like, I'm trying to get this
it's the truth.
It's the truth. But after that, started dabbling a little bit more. People started to hear my name to the point that the next Dream Club, people were like, yo, is that BrotherNnamdi? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Then I applied for DreamCon yet again the next year. This was first time now as a creator. They denied me. Was so tight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I told myself, okay, let's go to DreamCon and make them pay. That's literally what I did. I went to DreamCon, did about 90 to 115 interviews. And
stamina came back real quick.
Stamina came right there.
I got that brother's starving.
Yep.
Brother's starving.
And you know the crazy thing? I posted 90 straight days. This is something that I've never been able to do since. I did it 30 day again, but 90 straight days. There was days I woke up 3 a.m. like, yo, I didn't edit a video. Let's edit it right now to post for that next day. I kept it consistent. My follower count went up. People understood who I was. I will say that. But I won't say burnout happened. But I also went to other conventions other than DreamCon because I knew, yo, if DreamCon don't want to help me, someone else will help me. Went to Anime NYC, New York Comic Con, Anime Boston, ATL.
You went to NY Comic Con because I was there too.
Yeah, I was there just Sunday. I came during the whole like nor'easter, and I still got things done, and I got a lot of connections and contacts done. Went to ATL Anime Fest. I went to Rhode Island Comic Con. I went to all these things. This was like 10 things I went that same. This was last year. This was last year, and I got my name out there. But after Rhode Island Comic Con, and I had gone to Nigeria, my country of origin. I came back, was like, yo, I think I want to change this up. I don't think this is what my calling is in life. I literally, it came out of nowhere. People were like, yo, you've been doing good in interviews. People know who you are. People collabing with you. You got good questions. You know how to talk. But it didn't feel invigorating. Fulfilling. It didn't. I needed something. It was either that I was going to leave creating. I ain't going to hold you. So then one of my mates who used to do interviews is like, yo, I'm seeing him do camera work. I'm like, yo, I can tap into this. So I bought a camera, and let me give you a backstory too on this. You guys are in New England right now, so it's the same propaganda. In Massachusetts, specifically Boston, anime is not a big thing. So when people of color do it, they look at you like, yo, this nigga is weird.
Especially in Boston.
Yes, this nigga is weird. I'm telling you, still.
First one, I'm Boston. Shout out to Boston. I'm not gonna sit here and say everybody in Boston has a particular stance. However, I can tell you that not few times, I've been to Boston enough times that I've had enough experiences where Boston, even for me, as this light-skinned motherfucker that I am, is shaky pudding. Shaky pudding.
The last time I was in Boston was when we went for the League of Legends North American Championships, and I was like in 20.
Last time I went.
That was the last time I went. You guys are weird.
You guys are weird.
No, it's the truth, and I'm not even talking about just because you guys are talking about the white people based on that accent you just guys gave.
Yeah.
But black people have a specific accent, and it's not that. But people of color, a lot of them, what I realized, they watch anime, but they don't want to curate any content towards that. And I was someone, I felt like I was trying to be that lone representative.
Living in the fear of just being able to like anime. Wow.
No, they like it. They'll say it, but they won't make content out of it.
Then you don't
see
like
what I'm
it.
saying? Then that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's
you
fair.
don't like it because if you like something, you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do.
Correct. And I surveyed the landscape about it, and I was like, yo, how am I gonna get bigger off this? Because specifically, it was hard for me to even get women to do interviews in Massachusetts. I could never do it. I had a lot of women on my feed and posts, but they're all from other cons, never in Boston, Massachusetts, anywhere. So I was like, yo, I have to tackle this from another area. And that's really a main reason why I got into photography, because now I can be a creative, meet other people in other sections, and find a way to bring them back in. Because at the end of the day, without anime, I would have never became a creator. I'm a photographer now and a videographer. Yeah. I would have never became this if not for anime. That's just the truth of the matter. So anime has a lot of credit for this. And it's working out now because I'm in groups now. There's one called Boston Blurs. They are specifically a Boston Blurred group. Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys their thing. I'm not a co-founder. I'm just someone who supports someone. It's like for example, like an NBA team that has 5% of the owner stakes. That's what I am.
Team? Hold on. We talking NBA team? I'm sorry.
Why did I do it?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'll just say it. I'm sorry. I said NBA team. I just had to make sure.
Good. I'm glad your lights went off.
That's crazy.
Thank God. Why did I do? That was my fault, man. F New York,
while
man.
he's trying to figure out his lights, just because obviously, first and foremost, wonderful journey. Like I don't even think my journey is as unique as yours, and I can't speak for Mikey in terms of how we got into anime and what it's done for us in that regard. But can you kind of give us a quick second, quick little spiel on how you got into anime?
Oh, okay. So I was a late bloomer in that too, because I went to school.
You just started Bleach.
But
Mr. Bleach. Don't pay attention, Mr. Bleach. He Mr. Bleach for a reason.
All good. So I grew up in a predominantly black area, and then we had moved out. But I went to high school in a predominantly black area, and anime wasn't the norm back then. So I think for me personally, I was watching DBZ, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, not knowing what this is. But really in college, there was a rumor that he basically, you know how they give you like a workout plan? He gave me an anime watch plan. Yo, when you finish this, you watch this.
We've done that.
Yeah, so I remember he
shout out to whoever that is.
His name is Marcus. I don't know if he'll see this. Shout out Marcus, man. Shout out to him for that, because he really kind of catapult what I am right now in terms of creator. I'm a miscellaneous guy at this point, because it's not just anime I do with the photography, but I got into Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter to this day is still my favorite anime of all time. They're gonna roast you
for that.
Nah, it's just the truth. It's just the truth.
No,
I had said Khmer Eren arc was the best arc. I said that. I did, but
I don't mean that. It's because you said Hunter x Hunter. They're gonna roast you for that.
That's fine. That's how I say it. But
don't put me in the comments, yo.
I personally had thought Khmer Eren arc was the best arc I've ever seen at the time. But obviously now fast forwarding, I could probably say Soul Society arc is.
All right, hold on. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to all of that.
We're gonna
get to all of that.
He is so excited to talk about Bleach.
We're gonna get to all of that.
We don't get to talk about Bleach.
No, I know. People downgrade it, and now I had watched it back then, completely forgot about it, never watched 1,000 Year Blood War. So I was like,
we're gonna get to all of that. I
Got you. Okay. Let me.
Mikey. Go ahead, handle your business.
I'm gonna let you finish real quick. I'm gonna let you finish real quick, because I want to hear about that too. I always think about the Chimera Ant arc, and I always think about the one scene when they were playing right after the bomb went off, and the Ant King was basically him and the old girl. They wasn't gonna make it.
Don't disrespect him like that. His name is Miriam.
But they weren't gonna make it, and they was just going back and forth, and they was talking to each other. And it was like, "You still there? Yeah." And in that scene, AU will tell you, because I was going through like a whole slew of things at that time. I was on a random Greyhound, and people that long time listeners to the Couch Steals will know this story. I was on a Greyhound bus leaving Charlotte, North Carolina, heading to Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
I was like on this Greyhound bus watching this scene on my phone. And I remember looking around at all these people that I will never know or ever meet again in my life and said, I ain't about to start crying on this goddamn bus with all these people here. This scene not about to take me out like this. It took me out. I couldn't hold it back. It was one, that arc, that scene, everything as far as Hunter x Hunter. And yeah, shout out AU, because he the one that put me on, even though I was going to get there eventually.
No, you weren't.
Sir.
Yes, I was. You could have said the same thing about My Hero. I put you on to My Hero, didn't you? Said like, I was going to get there eventually.
I don't know. I don't know about.
Oh, so then I'll take my Hero. I'll take that one too.
Yeah.
But no, but I'm just it's such a great arc. It's such a great anime, and so for that to be your the one that really kind of brought you into the world, I'm happy for you.
You got blessed.
I'm really happy. I'm saying you got
blessed. You got blessed.
I wish I could go back and watch that again for the first time.
Anime that you could got put on,
stumbled
upon, and maybe you won't be here right now.
No, that's a fact. I think I just liked how Hunter x Hunter did the job. It was giving platform for all the characters. Gon, Killua, Leorio, Kurapika, all of them. Gon was the main character, but essentially everybody got the share of the load, which I love. So shout out to Hunter x Hunter. I got hip to other ones too.
Naruto gonna take some notes.
Naruto got to take, but that was what I watched before, so I was already aware. But at the time for college, Naruto was still going on. Now I think about it.
Sure.
So
yep.
we were just trying to see it through.
At that point.
Yeah, we were trying to see it through. It is what it is. Anime did a lot for me. At this point now, I've probably watched about 300, 400, 300, 300, 400, something like that. So
don't worry, you're gonna lose count soon.
No, I got a list. I'm not gonna lose count.
Okay,
I'm good.
One I gotta say that you put me on.
A long time ago.
No, but one I gotta say that you put me on, and I'm watching it now. Y'all are hilarious.
I can't. I'm not gonna, bro. Imagine me trying to scroll through like 300 like plus anime things that I've watched. I'm like,
that's why you keep doing one. So you never have to do that.
But I'm still not about to keep scrolling. But yeah, I watched that
fair.
this time.
Nah, what Nnamdi left out was that it's a handwritten list, so he just crossed it off like old school.
Nah, it's on the note. It's on the note.
Oh,
that's Naruto right there. Y'all peep it right there. See that? Y'all peep. See?
Yes, sir. Heard you. Yes, sir. I love that first and foremost. And before we even get into the next topic,
Loki, now we compare. Hold on, we compare phone screens.
I got a wrench because you already know what mine is. Come on, my shit is always gonna be what it's
gonna be. Hold on, we compare phone screens.
The goat.
Wait, hold on. Let's hold on. I might have to. You guys are making me. Hold on. Because I have to.
I gotta move my notes because my notes is on the wrong. It's on the wrong screen. Hold on. I got you.
Nah, I gotta check that too.
Right now. No, I'm not faking at all. I'm literally just trying to move my notes. I'm gonna just keep it right here. I can't move my notes in time, but if I could get some, oh my god, I can't see. There you go. Yeah, a little solar maka action. Okay, solar maka action.
You know that's my favorite duo, so I respect this in all capacities.
Yeah, cause I'm there looking at the previous ones I had. Like you can do that on iPhone too. I literally had DBZ, Naruto, One Piece.
Yeah, when you have them like lined up, you can scroll through.
I had these. Ooh, nice. I'm so scared. I feel like every time I do that, I mess it up. And then one time I did it, my wife was like, "Oh, I thought I was the background of your screen," and I was like, "I don't."
It changed on how I feel. You know what I mean?
Watch Ashi, bro. Keep trying to.
Ashi, man.
Listen. Me and Nami, we gonna be the ones. We gonna be the Jehovah's Witness when it comes to
love y'all.
Bro.
Y'all fun is crazy.
Y'all have fun.
Y'all fun is crazy.
Oh, so you don't know, obviously, and you wouldn't, but I don't do sports anime. The only sports anime I've only watched 2 sports anime ever.
Yo, what?
Both on the recommendation of Mikey, and I love.
Oh,
I did love
I can't get him to, and yet I can't get him to watch anymore. He loved both. Got them both off my recommendation, but he refuses to watch anymore.
No, I'm the sports anime ambassador, man. You're talking to the wrong guy.
Yeah,
you're talking to the wrong guy right now.
Other things. You told me you were a creator off of anime and it expanded to all these different things. You're not going to sit and tell me that you can't talk to me now because I don't watch sports anime. That's crazy.
Sports Blue Lock?
Nah, he can't stand Blue Lock.
Nah, I can't stand.
Oh my!
And I be trying to. No, I'm gonna just. And I was about to say. So thanks to BrotherNnamdi, I'm watching Hajime no Ippo, bro. I'm 10 episodes
y'all
in.
Go for it. Handle that.
Yeah,
y'all handle that.
If you need motivation, you watch that.
I lied because the best sports anime I ever watched, and it didn't even feel like a sports anime, was Megalobox.
Megalobox, yes, it's similar to Hajime no Ippo though. So there you go.
Yes.
Wait, did you watch season 2 or not?
I watched the whole entire thing. I ended up going back and reading the manga.
Bet, there you go. So you'll like Hajime no Ippo then. There's no doubt about it.
You know what? Just because the sake of my generosity right now, where I am personally in my life, I'm going to entertain this. I promise you.
All right.
By the next pod, I'm gonna give you something in response.
Yes, sir. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
But I'm gonna give it to you at least.
That's all I ask, brother.
I'm gonna say it to you like this. I have watched the first, like I said, like about 10 episodes of Hajime no Ippo. It took me about 20 minutes of episode 1 to be like, okay, this is one of them ones. This is one of them ones for real.
It's peak. It's still my top anime, top 5 of all time. It's still there. So there you go. Of all time, yes.
I love Haikyuu. That shit.
Not better than Hajime no Ippo though.
Ooh, okay.
I can see the through line for Hajime no Ippo being better than Haikyuu.
Haikyuu just gets me, but yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Listen. I still say when Suki blocked that joint and he got hyped for the first time, bro. That moment. But again, I still love Aoashi because Aoashi is another one. Again, season 2 coming out. I know we already mentioned that, but I'm not gonna stop plugging it because it's so fire.
Yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
Just to focus us a little bit back on some of the things that we were talking about as far as, we're here with the BrotherNnamdi, and he talking about some of the anime that you started and some of the things that you watched. When we were at ConnecticCon, you did, gracious enough to do an interview with us. And one of the things that you brought up that I had to get you on the pod, and I wanted to make sure we got you on the pod to talk about this, was one of your hot takes. One of your glaring, screaming, out of this world hot takes. Brother, why don't you go ahead and let us know what that hot take was?
But yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I think it's a hot take between Vinland Saga and Attack on Titan. So what's the hot take?
So I say Vinland Saga is a better anime than AOT, but then I extended it saying Eren is one of the most overrated main characters I've ever seen, and AOT is probably a show that would leave off of my what is this drop list any day of the week. I've been on. If you go on,
a drop list, you don't watch it.
Don't watch it. Me personally, I have been on the record saying this. You can go on my page. There's many interviews, there's many clips of me saying this. This is just a reiteration. Eren promised one thing and did the opposite. I don't know why. This is the first time in history that we're proclaiming and supporting genocide. If you don't support the Holocaust, you don't support the Armenian genocide, you don't support the Congolese genocide, why all of a sudden when Eren is doing his genocide, now we're all clapping our hands for some reason? I don't understand. You see what I'm saying?
Now, I said this.
This is the argument AU gets for me.
A lot to unpack here, obviously, in general, because we know what's going on right now in the world. We don't got to go into the political states or anything of that nature. However, we understand that there is something very dark happening currently in our world. Now, with that being stated, I have gone on the record multiple times and said that Eren was wrong for everything that he did.
Sure.
And I do not disagree with that. I would never ever be like AOT is a drop list. That's a lot for me personally.
That's just me. I didn't mess with it.
No, valid. Listen, I don't ever.
You turned me off so much, man.
I don't ever take away from anyone's opinions. It's not on my drop list. That I can't. Because it was still a great series, despite the fact that his actions and decisions at the end were so polarizing.
Can I say one more thing too? I just realized now there's another reason why I hate AOT, because people don't understand. You remember with the quote unquote AOT Sundays? You remember that movement, AOT Sundays?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was watching it. It's not like I watched it later on. No, I was watching it current. Yeah, I was watching when it dropped. But the thing is, what I have to say, the reason why AOT I don't like is because they changed the narrative for other animes. This first core, second core, third core nonsense, it never existed until AOT. That's number one. Number two, AOT did this outlandish shit where they said second part of the final season, part 2. What does that even mean?
That's one of our biggest clips.
What does that even mean?
That's one of our biggest clips.
That is
absolutely one of our bigger clips.
What the hell does that even mean? That is a research paper in your college class.
Literally.
That's what it is.
Did you ever watch Tropic Thunder? Nnamdi?
Of course.
Okay, so remember when he was like, oh, Scorcher 7, who left the fridge open? It was like, after all of these instances, how many
don't make no sense.
Are we going to do this? It was the most frustrating thing, and I've said this in multiple pods. Why are they doing this? There's no reason for this.
And no one wants to hold them accountable. This thing made me so mad every time, bro. AOT, man, I hate them with a burning passion. Like, literally, I could change my content and just hate Eren. And I may go viral for this. Because the way I've been consistent about this is madness.
I can tell you won't, because we should have went viral a long time for my hate for Ace. But that's the whole...
Wait, excuse me?
Yeah, no, okay.
Wait, no, heard that correct.
Before we go there. No, wait.
You heard that correct.
Wait,
yeah, you heard that correct, my boy.
Nah, I'm dead. Yo, wait, hold on. We lost BrotherNnamdi, bro. We lost.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. I got my AOT point. Wait, I got my AOT point. First. I got my AOT point.
Wow.
No.
Hold on.
Wow. Wait, Ace from One Piece, or is there like is there Ace? Is there another Ace or Ace from One Piece?
Make your point.
So here's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna leave it like this. Because AU has been incredibly consistent about his Ace take, right?
Oh, it's all valid.
It is a very valid take, and not only is it a valid take, it will change the way that you perceive Ace as well.
Probably.
I don't hate Ace, but it was a valid point to the point where I'm like, all right, I could see how people could get there with Ace. When it comes to Eren, and this is the point that because AOT is one of my all-time favorite anime. It is absolutely in my top.
I'm sorry for you.
It's in my top 10, bro. It's in my top 10. Arguably in my top 10. It's in my top 10. Arguably my top 5.
Not in my top 50, man.
That's crazy.
So
definitely top 20, but not top 10. No,
it's in my top 10. It might be in my top 5, but it's definitely in my top 10. The reason why I got AOT there is because not only was Eren as a main character someone that we saw turn into this villain because of what was going on in his world, I thought it was brilliantly written that way. It was unexpected as hell because I was rooting for Eren. And now it's gonna sound crazy what I'm about to say, because obviously what the point that y'all brought up about genocide is not, I'm not condoning genocide. I'm not doing that.
We don't think that.
My point being though is still that Eren got pushed to a point through something that was completely out of his control, from an enemy that was unforeseen, that was out of his control, that he had no idea was, to the point where everything that he knew was cut off as far as getting to the outside world. All he knew was what was happening in between the walls. He saw people get murdered, people get killed. Saw when the towers first fall, when the walls first fell, and all the people that couldn't be fed got sent to slaughtered because they just had to get rid of the population. There, at some point, and I know we'll get back into the villain saga of it all, but at some point, a regular person's going to snap. At some point, a regular person is going to say, you know what, I can't keep doing this. There's got to be some other way. So I always looked at Eren as, while a twisted hero, a hero for his people. He was a hero for his cause, a hero for his people. And I think even though he went too far, I'm never going to sit here and say he ain't go too far.
Too far.
I can understand how he got there, and I don't want to justify how he got there, but I will always say, if they don't start nothing, if they ain't sending Titans over there, if they don't start nothing, it won't be nothing.
And so my thing is, okay, they started something like it has to get to a point where it's like, and I don't even want to get in too far into this too deeply, but it's like, how far do you take it to the point where you are now harming people that have nothing to do with why you are struggling and why you are in this position? So it's fuck everybody else because you have these beefs with everybody, like these specific individuals.
Of years
you got
to get to that point.
But that don't got nothing to do with all the innocent people that have not even heard about what's happening to you.
So let me put it this way: if he just sent the rumbling to the people that he had the beef with, then y'all would have been cool with it.
Yup. Let him go.
Okay.
Bro, my thing is I'd rather you sacrifice one person rather than everybody. That's how I see it. So the fact that he had to go drag all these random people, it was madness to me. I'll never. This thing, it doesn't. I don't hold this very. I hold this.
BrotherNnamdi, but no, I'm joking.
This thing made me so mad because think about it. The same argument you're saying, Mikey. Look at how we look at Thorfinn. Like we're looking at this guy as a great guy. He's an asshole in the beginning.
Demon.
Asshole. But then we fell in love with him after. I cannot say that about Eren. Eren might have been the other way around.
Eren.
Well, actually,
it is. I would say it's reversed. Yeah.
Both of them were innocent. Both of them were innocent at first. Remember,
yes.
Thorfinn was innocent, and then he reverted. But Eren became this nonsense of a character. Like this
the
is a side.
Is that Eren knew everything all at once, and
Correct.
you still made a decision.
Correct.
I was actually just watching and reading some stuff about the comparison between the two, like in prep for the episode we're doing here. And one of the things that I think was really really important to kind of look at is that Eren went too far in the sake of justice, and now Thorfinn is going in the way for peace. Like Thorfinn got off of justice when Askeladd got killed.
Not a reverse, but an opposite.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Opposite directions.
Very parallel. They're running parallel races. One went this way, one went that way. Because Thorfinn is choosing peace despite all the pain and suffering that he felt for his life. Watching his father get killed, living with Askeladd, not being able to take Askeladd's life and get the revenge. Like, he was seeking revenge, and then from revenge, he went to peace.
Now, Namdi, you're going to hate me double time here. I hate Thorfinn too. So I want to make that very clear. Thorfinn is a
you understand what it's like doing a podcast with this man?
He is a much, but Thorfinn is a wonderful character.
Okay.
Overall, he's a wonderful,
the best written character in pop culture history. That's just him or Zuko is one of them.
That's a wild take, but I love
that's
it.
not a wild. Zuko for me, bro. I think Zuko for me.
Wonderful.
Nah, Zuko for me. I think it's still. I can understand Thorfinn, but I think it's Zuko.
I got Zuko over Thorfinn.
Yeah, fair.
But if I'm gonna be honest, I think because I got Zuko over Thorfinn, maybe biased. I might have to rewatch and just see where I'm at. But I get where you're going. So yeah, fair. Okay, as much as I hate Thorfinn, I genuinely do. I can't take this whole level of like, no matter what happens, I'm always gonna choose this route. That's insane. That's the equivalent of insanity that you would say on the other side of things. So I can't sit here and act like I agree with Thorfinn in that regard. I'm not saying you got to be a demon like you were and murder hundreds of people like you've been doing, because I don't agree with that either. But to sit here and act like you won't do anything for the sake of peace, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody got through on that. Martin Luther King didn't. Gandhi didn't. Nobody did. You're going to have to do something, my boy.
I mean, I think part of it is also just overall human nature. I mean, human nature is going to push you to the brink where, at the very least, you're going to fight to protect the peace that you're trying to create more so than anything else. Now, granted, that could be a very
but he won't even protect his peace.
But because it could be a very slippery slope. There's a lot of things that get done in the world through the eyes of quote unquote peace that end up, being terrible for everyone involved. So that's why I'm like, I think Thorfinn looked at it as a very slippery slope, and so when he swore off violence in that way, it was a way for him to not only accept the person that he is, accept the life that he's now leading, but then also have a little bit more of a example for the rest of the world. I mean, he's in that Viking world where it's like, yo, look, it's on sight half the time.
So was his father. He still defended.
And his father chose peace.
So this is what I see about Thorfinn. Thorfinn, his ultimatum was to avenge his father, and that was through Askalad's life. As soon as Askalad died, Thorfinn had no purpose in life. That's just the truth. But he found his purpose when he met someone like Einar. Einar showed him around, told him how to live like a human being. Thorfinn now said, "Yo, let me not fight people. Let me not hurt people. Let me save people. Let me for crying out loud, let me go find my family." I don't think he was thinking about that prior, but then he's like, "All right, yo, let me go do all that." Bro. People hated season 2 so much, but I'm like, yo, this was great.
No, season 2 was
gas. I wish this was even in the theaters.
Season 2
at this
was
point.
Gas.
This thing went crazy.
Hey, you got there.
No. That's a lie. Not exactly a lie, but rather a misunderstanding.
Not exactly a lie. Wow.
It's not a lie. It's a misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding. No.
Okay.
Hold on. I won't even belabor the point. I'm gonna make it very clear here. The reason why people may say that I did not like season 2 is because I did not like what Thorfinn became. That did not take away from what I thought about the season as a whole. I still think the season is beautiful. I cried when that scene happened for Thorfinn right before he got beat up, beat to a pulp.
Yep, that was crazy.
Everything went blank, like not even white noise. And he talked about, if I died, then okay, then I die. And that moment I remember reposting it on my Tumblr. And that was one of the most powerful scenes in anime that I've seen in years. So
for sure,
it's not that I disliked the second season. I just didn't like what Thorfinn became. That was it. But I digress. Season 2 was a wonderful season. Vinland Saga, if you ask me personally, just to get back to your take, I don't know if it's better than AOT. I gotta see where Vinland Saga ends. But if you make the argument, which you did, I understand it.
It's also not done, by the way. That's the next thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. So, I got to see how it ends.
Well, Vinland Saga did a really great job because you could almost, if it stopped now, I think they've done a stellar job.
Yeah, because he got back home. He got back home. So it's really interesting to see.
No spoilers. We're not there.
No, he got back home. That was his last episode.
No. I know. Give just a quick sec.
Oh!
Spoiler alert!
Sorry, listening. That may not be caught up.
Okay. But honestly, what I said really didn't go crazy. It didn't say easy. It didn't really show you what you see. What I'm saying? That not really. It's not saying like Ace. Can I say Ace? Can I say that it's a spoiler now or
at
not?
this point? Because Ace is such a massive topic in general. Yeah, if you were talking about One Piece right now in the manga or something like that, give a spoiler alert. But Ace dying, you missed that.
Because someone had spoiled that for me when I was watching it. Mind you,
that's terrible. I'm sorry,
but it's okay. It's okay because they said you knowing that versus you seeing is two different things. Because I have binged One Piece. I finished it in a year. People don't even know that I finished One Piece in a year, like that. Before I had caught up in the Wano arc, I believe. Yeah, I caught up in the Wano arc.
Let them know, by the way. It's not as bad as they think it is.
Yeah, so what I'll tell everybody, I was a One Piece hater. I was saying, nah, Naruto this, Naruto that. This was back then. Even Bleach wasn't even in the radar because I watched it, but I'm like, Bleach is always foregone conclusion on it being third. You watch One Piece, you make it through our alarm park, you'll be satisfied, and you'll keep going. There was point in times, I'm a nurse. I'm here waking up. I'm supposed to be up by like 5, 6 sometimes. Bro, it's 4 a.m. I'm in Impel Down. I'm like, yo, one more. Yo, another one.
Well, man, so I got one more. But hold on, I got
another one right now. My boy Nnamdi said, "What kind of poison is
this?" this thing, man. And then the theme songs, bro. Oh my goodness, the theme songs in One Piece.
Talk to him,
bro. I have it on my phone in the Apple Music. It's there. I have it.
We got an anime playlist.
I got a regular playlist. I got a workout playlist. Anime playlist is what I do.
Anime playlist go.
I got that, bro.
Let's. I want to just do this real quick, just because I know some folks may not know this. Nnamdi, just to get like at least the runway for how we got here. Hey, what is your feelings on Ace, and why are you there with your hatred for Ace? Because you are the card carrying leader.
I kind of let it go. I don't think there's anybody on this planet that hates Ace more than I do. And so let me be very clear here. First and foremost, I loved Ace up until the point in which he died. I loved Ace like everybody else. I was 1000% on board. However, when you look back on Ace's decisions, they were terrible. Ace made terrible decisions, 1000%. And so I'm not going to sit here and act like I would hold someone else accountable for their terrible decisions and then sit and look at because I loved Ace that I'm not going to also hold him accountable. So first and foremost, Ace ended a bloodline. He ended Orr's bloodline with this bullshit because he didn't have to go after Blackbeard. He did not have to do that. I understand it. However, he was forewarned, potentially, this is not the best option. He did it. Cool, whatever. I can actually take that a little bit off of him, right? But his decision led everything up to that war. How many people died because of that decision? Cool, whatever. But when he got out of them motherfucking shackles, and again, he decided to make one of the worst decisions ever, which was Whitebeard saying, get the fuck out of here. You saw your brother almost die multiple times trying to save you. And you're going to sit here and tell me because one insult, you're going to go back and die? What an insult to everybody that has passed away trying to save you. What an insult. So in that regard, fuck Ace. Because you did not have to do that. So you said earlier in the pod that one person, right, should not be able to do something in this regard, on this level, this plane. That's a terrible thing to do. Why is it's not the same level, obviously, of Eren doing the rumbling. However, Whitebeard Pirates disbanded. Orr's line dead. Multiple people dead in his crew that he loved dead. Whitebeard dead. Luffy almost died. It's too
Blackbeard
much,
got 2 devil fruits now.
Blackbeard got 2 devil fruits. Are we dead ass, bro? Come on, man. He don't even know that Luffy was in Impel Down almost dying from poison. He has no idea. He was selfish and he was arrogant. And those 2 things in that regard and that decision making that he did was just too much for me. It pissed me off. It pissed me off too much. So I hate Ace.
Okay, fair. I'll give you that. Ace was one of my favorite One Piece characters, man. I'm not gonna hold you.
Same.
But
swear to God. I swear he was cool as shit. Boy came through on the fire surfboard over the sand. That was lit as fuck. My boy is surfboarding.
I wasn't a big Ace guy. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't trying to kill the conversation, but I wasn't a big. I didn't dislike
cool
Ace.
Shit.
I didn't dislike Ace. I just didn't think Ace was I thought he was a little gassed. If I'll be honest with you, out of the coolest characters in the show, I think my favorite character is the coolest character in the show, but that's just obviously biased. That boy Trafalgar D-Water Law. I just think Law is just cool as hell.
I don't think Law's cool, but I think he's fire.
I think Law is cool.
No, I just mean that Ace was cool. He was the definition of cool, where Law is he's a cool character. You like him for the reasons that you like him.
I can get that. Okay, so you're saying that Ace as the older big brother and just kind of just the way he showed up, just being kind of no pun intended. Fire.
That's what I mean. I'm being very kind of not literal, but generic in the sense. But yeah,
still not better than Law in my personal opinion. But that's just my personal opinion.
I love Law too.
I'll just say this: when it comes to characters that make these poor decisions, whether it's Ace, whether it's Eren, some people might define Thorfinn's decisions as being poor across at some point in his story. I think that's also part of the reason why we gravitate to these series and gravitate to these characters, because they are so polarizing and because their decisions do have such a crazy impact. I mean, we talked about Ace's decisions, but there were a lot of decisions that Thorfinn made that, changed the whole perspective of Askeladd's crew and some of the things that he was doing. There's a lot of different changes that obviously Eren did that changed the entire world, not just the rumbling, but how people look at Marlians. Like, it's just it's a whole. And
but
Paradise
Eren
Island
knew most of the time.
Yeah, but I mean, him knowing he didn't. So when did he?
Sorry,
He knew.
I didn't even mean to throw that wrench in there.
He
knew.
Y'all just not gonna get off Eren deck. It's okay. It's okay. I understand.
And I shouldn't. Have
yeah, me neither, man. But I'm tired of talking to him. I ain't talking about it. I ain't gonna just tired of talking about that, man. Get him out of here.
Pack him up.
Security.
Pack him up.
All right, this way, man.
Security is crazy. Security is crazy. So now, but like, so let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this, because we wanted to talk about, and I'm just looking at my phone here. So we talked about Eren, talked about Thorfinn. One of the other things we were gonna kind of dabble on earlier, and we mentioned it, kind of a little quick tease, was that Nnamdi, you watching Bleach right now, bro. And I know you mentioned, and AU's over here running victory laps. I know you mentioned like Naruto and the big three, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and how your mindset around Bleach was like, oh, it's
don't
definitely
ask no big three question until you finish the series, please. Don't.
No, I can answer it right now, though.
Yeah, like so. Wait, now that you're here, right, let the people let the people know. Let the people know now. Where you at in Bleach, and what are your thoughts on it so far, as opposed to, or not opposed to, but in comparison to the other big three?
Okay, so for foregone conclusion, I'm on episode 267. There are fillers. I watched all Naruto fillers. One Piece fillers I all watched. Bleach fillers, the Blunt arc, I did not. But the other fillers I did. What I will say, Bleach kicks right into the action immediately. Soul Society, Rukia, she comes, she gets injured, gives Ichigo powers, he hits the ground running. That's what I like. They don't even waste time. They get right into it. That's what I appreciate. Ichigo is all about business. There's no he's training this, training that, which is nice, but he's basically on-job experience. That's what he's getting to get stronger. So I like what people don't even understand, bro. Kubo is a genius, bro. The clothing, the powers.
Said this a billion times. Kubo out of the big three got the best drip, period. It's not even close.
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
But what I will say, One Piece, each arc, they got different shit on.
Yes.
So we have to say that.
No,
Naruto, these people I don't even know if they do laundry. I don't know.
That's a fact. But hold on. I'm gonna give you this one. If you ever have the time, I hate to cut you off and let you give it back. I promise, Taylor, Beyonce had the best album of all time. But the manga is where you see the drip. So Tight he is always drawing everyone in different drip on almost every other manga.
Got you.
So that cover art that you see for each volume that he drops, someone's in different drip.
Got you. But I watched the preludes, the outros and stuff. You see the drip right there too, in a sense. So I do say that. Yeah. But what I will say also, things like Hueco Mundo, the Espadas, all these names to everything just makes sense. It's like, bro, this is Japanese, but you're including Spanish in these things. It's mind-boggling. As an anime fan, I'm sorry that it took me all this time. Again, I watched it prior, but forgot. Now I had to reinvent myself to watch it for the 1,000-Year Blood War. Now I'm going to be caught up. Bleach right now, honestly, bro, I never thought I'd say this, but probably, I can't say it's better than One Piece yet, but it is better than Naruto.
I do. So, and while AU gathers some stuff a little bit here, because I'm pretty sure he about to skyrocket right out the roof of his spot. I'm looking at it like this. I think that Bleach is criminally underrated when it comes to the big three. I do. I think it's criminally
it is disrespectfully, because they just put it on third just for like participation. But to be honest, it should be even competing for first.
It should absolutely be competing
and
for
you
first.
Want to know why it should be competing the first, outside of the fact that it is a wonderful anime?
Yep.
The influence, the amount of influence that Bleach has had on the anime community, especially the big ones that you watching right now and you think are gas, absolutely the best animes of all time. Guess what? That influence came from Bleach.
Bro,
Kubo is
correct,
that man.
Correct. Aizen is probably one of the smarter anime characters.
He's one of the best villains of anime of all time.
There we go.
Aizen's probably one of my favorite all time.
The swords in bro, them niggas is saying Bankai, and then you go crazy.
Nnamdi, I don't because you're on 267, so I pretty much know where you are. You haven't even seen the end of Aizen's like reign yet.
So what I've seen right now, the Arankars, what's his what's this guy? What is his name?
Ukiura?
Ukiura. Yeah, Ukiura versus
267, he was introduced.
Yeah,
already?
so I'm explaining what leads up to that versus Ichigo. He essentially kills him. Yes. And then Urihima is screaming. Ichigo has a hole in his body.
Yep.
Ichigo now becomes this non-conscious hollow that defeats Ukiura, and then more happens. But now this other Espada that was 10 becomes 0, and all the captains are what is it called? Yeah, but what's the living world called again? What is it called? The where Ichigo and them live. What is it called? It starts with a K.
Oh, quarter. Fuck, I can't even think. It's the town. Quarter.
Yeah, it's the town.
I can't even say it because it's Japanese right now.
I think it's Kurosaki.
No,
Kurosaki.
No, it's not. No, that's his last name. That's his last name. That's his last name.
Konohara. No, that's Naruto.
We have internet, man. We have internet. What is Bleach World called?
Well, it's not the world. That's where he lives. That's the
town.
But
like the town he's in.
For
humans. The town he lives in is Karakura.
Yes.
Karakura.
Yeah, Karakura town. Karakura town.
There it is.
So, bro, it's just like what I'm seeing, bro. And I didn't even mention this, bro. Honestly, Bleach probably has the most fire women.
Oh, that's not even a question.
From what I see now, bro. What I see now,
Bleach,
Yoichi. Oh my
One
goodness.
Piece, and then Naruto's last in terms of the big.
Correct. Yes, for now. Well, let's see if Bleach can get up there above One Piece, because One Piece just passed Naruto for me, because I feel like Naruto brings like the the allure and those. I feel like the one-on-one fighting in Naruto went crazy though. The one-on-one. So that's what the nostalgia.
Absolutely correct.
Because that Hidan versus Shikamaru, that's something that I can't forget, bro.
Did that.
And then he put him in the forest, like in the underground.
He's still down there.
Where his family is. So he's like, I can promise you right now, you never getting out.
He said the deer is gonna attack you. Yeah. I was like, yeah. But what I've seen from Bleach, man, everyone, Yukihira, Chad, Urio. Yeah, isn't it Urio? The Quincy.
Or which one?
Nah,
the Quincy.
What do you look like?
Urio. And even the captains, everyone, Yurihara, Kisuke. This is the first guy we've seen, bro.
Yurihara is that guy.
Everything just makes sense in Bleach. I'm remembering every character's name. This is a wonder. This is a masterpiece, because I'm 3 episodes behind One Piece now, because I continue to only watch Bleach. I'm supposed to be watching Jobless Reincarnation as well.
Oh, good luck with that one.
Oh no,
I wanted to.
So what I'm saying about that is, I'm caught up. It's just this season now. I've taken a step back, 3 episodes beyond, because I keep watching.
The Hueco Mundo arc is insane, bro. So yeah,
these are spadas and everything, bro.
Hueco Mundo arc is nuts.
You know what's crazy? I've not even heard the soundtrack, the instrumental of the espadas yet. I've not heard it yet. It's not come out yet. It's not come. It's not come. It's not come. That's what I'm saying. I have it in my playlist, but I've not heard it in Bleach yet. So I'm like,
and wait till Ukiyoda's sound hits. Ooh, you're gonna be stuck.
One thing that I've even. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, just because it's not even about the Bleach thing. I'm not gonna go into that because y'all know me. I'm not gonna sit here and gas Bleach because
Mr. Bleach.
I don't need to. Bleach is what it do. You love it or you don't. But that's the beauty of the big 3 though. That you could love all 3, and if you decide one is better than the other, I'll never hate you for it.
But big old but, right? Cool booty, but right. Hear me out. You have to watch all 3. because a lot of people are giving you. I was giving you non-educational purposes, saying, "Yo, I like Naruto over it," but I was hating on One Piece. I watched One Piece. One Piece became my love. Now I was never hating on Bleach. I just had to go rewatch it, and now I'm tapped in. Yet. I'm not even there because I've not even got to the 1,000-year Blood War, which is madness to me.
You barely in Hueco Mundo.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say,
you barely in Hueco Mundo.
When it comes to the big three, because I think that's actually a really interesting like conversation piece even there. Because to your point, one, if you're gonna form your opinion, you got to watch all three, but then also you shouldn't be able to hate on another of the big three. Like if you have seen all three, if you're in on it, if you've watched Bleach, if you watch One Piece, you watch Naruto, and you like one more than the other, then that's all well and good. But you still, I feel like you have to respect the other two. Regardless of regardless of if you like one more than the other, you always have to respect the other two, because we're here in a lot of capacity because of the big three. I mean, I know a lot of us started on Dragon Ball Z, started on Pokemon, started on Yu-Gi-Oh, started on different things here and there, but the big three is really what
was the golden age. It was the golden age,
and it's sustained. And I think for me personally, I went through a lot of different like iterations. So for me, I think One Piece is number one. I do. I think One Piece is on top.
I agree with you.
I look at, for a long time, I had Naruto.
Bleach is my favorite.
I had Naruto at number one for a very long time, but that was before I watched. To your point, that was before I watched One Piece. That was before I finished all of Bleach. Now I'm not caught up on all of Bleach. I still I'm gonna restart 1,000-Year Blood War because I just half of the stuff came out my mind and then came back in. So I'm just gonna restart 1,000-Year Blood War. But I look at the big three and I look at the where I was in my life when I was watching them. Like, I watched Naruto when I got out of high school into college, and that was it for me. Like,
that's pretty late, actually.
It was very late. I got on the Naruto very late. Like, my brother, me and my brother laugh about it now because I used to always clown on him because he used to watch Naruto and I wanted to watch something else. And I'm like, yo, you don't get this kid with the cat whiskers on my face right now. Like, what are we talking about?
I was watching Naruto in middle school. Damn.
Nah, I didn't watch Naruto in middle school. I was watching. I watched Tenchi Muyo. You know me. I watched Tenchi Muyo. I watched Zoids, all of that kind of stuff.
Come on, Zoids.
Listen, yes. But like, for me, getting to the place where I was like, okay, I lived through a certain part of my life watching Naruto, and it brought me to a place. And then I got a little older, and I said, all right, let me take this One Piece journey. Started One Piece in college. I caught up to One Piece. AU and I were roommates when I caught up to One Piece. I caught up in Whole Cake Island. And that was, yes. And I had
that arc is different.
Nutty.
People don't even talk about it. That arc is
terrifying.
But Enies Lobby is better,
Mom is the most terrifying character outside of Magellan in all of One Piece.
Luffy never
just watching anime.
Luffy never beat her.
No,
never did.
Correct.
Nope. Never did.
And now, granted, my guy beat him. This one right here, Mr. Trafalgar Deepwater Law. I'm just saying,
but not by himself.
No, but why you bringing up stuff like that? What's the results though? The result? Did you cheat on the test? Did you get caught? Did you pass when you cheated? Like, it just.
I mean, clearly there was a test and people got caught because you want to know what happened, right? We know what happened with Law. And hold on,
we're not even gonna say anything, man.
We saw what happened with Law. I am gonna give your man's a pass because Blackbeard had 2 devil fruits thanks to Ace. So it's
not confirmed though. What happened to him though? It's not confirmed.
It's not.
That nigga should be dead. I ain't gonna
lie to you.
He should be dead.
Listen. I don't.
The whole crew got destroyed.
No, the whole crew got washed. There may be no more heart pirates.
He ain't got no swimmers like. He ain't got no swimmers like that.
I hope they bring him back though.
I hope they bring him back. No, he had two dudes on the crew. Two dudes on the crew. All they could do was swim. Because they got Beepo that all he could do was fight, and then the other ones all they could do was swim.
We shall see.
I'm gonna take that back. All right. Law should stay alive. Kid is dead.
Kid might be dead. Yeah, Kid might be
got it. Kid
most likely.
Kid showed us how exposed Law and Kid were, unfortunately, in terms of what that looked like. I won't go into it much further. I take that back. I take all of that back. Shout out to Law because I love Law. Always liked him more than Kid. Kid should be alive. His swimmers are like that. I apologize. Not Kid. Law's swimmers are like that. Kid is dead. And Kid should not come back. He is down there with Davey for sure.
Kid got blasted off like Team Rocket. But so I mean, we talked a lot about it, the big three, and looked at a bunch of different angles. But one of the things that we talked about in a recent episode that we had, and I wanted to get your take on this as well, was just, anime is such a big part of our lives. Anime is such a big part of what we do here at the Couch Dealers. And it's already been so much of what you've gotten an opportunity to do, whether it's between your content creation, your photography, everything under the sun. But as far as how it has impacted your life outside of that, what do you think, or what has been some of the major moments in anime in your experience that have really kind of impacted you in the long run for your life?
Eat the cake, anime.
Is moments in anime?
Yeah, moments in anime, and also just the genre, the medium as a whole.
Yeah, okay, so I would say specifically when Kakashi said you are worse than scum if you abandon enemies, villains are worse than, I'm paraphrasing, but villains are worse than scum. But people who
abandon their friends.
Yeah, I've stuck to that thing. Yeah, I've stuck to that thing for the remaining of my life. I don't know when I'll die, but that will go to the grave with me, because I just feel as if you should have a community in this life. Whether I'm doing anime, content creation, photography, you need a community. You can't do everything by yourself. Why have a kingdom if you have no one to share with? This is how I say it all this time. So that's what I would say. Anime just really has done a lot for me. I would say that's why, not to bring sports back into this, but sure, sports is I fell in love with sports way before anime. Sports was like when I was a little kid. The first sport I actually played was baseball. People don't even know that. So as a black guy,
same.
It's not really.
No, that's the first sport we played too.
For sure. So what I'm trying to say,
I love the girl, bro. That's why I say it all the time.
When I found out there was sports anime, I went crazy, because I'm like, now I've seen anime in sports: Ace of Diamonds, Haikyuu, Hajime no Ippo, Megalo Blocks, Ashino no Joe, Yuri no Ice, Aisho 21, Ayawashi, Blue Lock. Getting a little what's
that sumo one? Catch that. I kind of enjoyed that one.
I forgot about the sumo one.
That one was cool.
Run to Win, something like that too. There's a bunch of them. I watched all of these, man. And the ping pong one, I've watched all of them. Sports anime go crazy. All that to say, anime. Without anime, we would have never conversed. Well, never.
1,000%. Yeah.
It's just the truth. So to sit back and think about those things, I'm like, I am forever indebted. Obviously, in my life, I'm a big believer of God. So for me, anything I do in this life, I try to give glory to Him, before I wake up, before I go to sleep, things like that. But going down the pecking order after something like that, and family, it would probably be anime, because anime just kept me calm during college, just watching it, after flunking some tests, man, just getting motivational factors, watching Hajime no Ippo, things. I could have been watching Netflix. I remember I was watching Vampire Diaries back then too, but
Vampire Diaries is gas. I ain't gonna lie.
It is gas, but there was probably animes that were more gas. That were more gas. But I will say this though, there's 3 things that I will probably watch over anime that are pop culture. It's not in order. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Invincible, Goated. And there's one other thing. Code Lyoko, probably. How about that?
Now hold on. Are we gonna say Code Lyoko was not anime?
It's not, because it's not made in Japan. That's number one. It was made in France.
Anime
made in France.
Anime inspired.
Heavily anime.
I understand.
I get where you're going. I'm not taking that away from you. It's
same thing with Avatar. We just can't call it that because it was made here.
Because it was not made there.
Yeah, but that's 1,000%. The definition. But Code Lyoko, man, Code Lyoko was the shit. He's like, here we are looking for to see all that we love. Here we
come on, boy.
Today.
I can't wait for this.
Evil go away, bro. And then what made me so mad though was because they had that last season that was in French. They didn't make any sense. They had to bring in all the original people back, and we're going crazy because I know all the characters: Alida, Jeremy, Odd, Auric, Yumi.
Who's Jeremy? Your favorite?
Odd is always my favorite. I fuck with Odd, man. They're
such a liability. You was such a liability.
It's funny because we talked about this on the pod like I was like a month ago. About who our favorites were, and I was like, yeah, Odd is that guy. Yeah,
because Ulrich is probably the strongest out of them. Because I remember he had a power called Impact. I remember this little triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy is probably the strongest. Not Jeremy. William was probably the strongest, but he got controlled by Xana immediately because he was stupid and just trying to go after Yumi and stuff. I remember this.
Listen. Sometimes you just got to call a spade, bro.
It's not even that. Sometimes you also gotta, she was AI in a real way, and like I feel like he forgot the premise.
I get
it. She a part of the crew. She a part of the squad. You know what I mean? But like,
I'm just indebted. I have Code Lyoko pinned on the episodes pinned on my YouTube. So every half a year or so, I go back, watch the thing because it slaps, bro. It really does slap. How 4 kids who had no relationship or anything correlation towards them started fighting with each other, not fighting against Xana, and now they become bestest of friends. I remember that last episode where they didn't know what to do, and they said, "Yo, are we really gonna be friends after this?" They said, "Of course,
because
after going through something like that,
point?
Y'all
trauma bound to that minimum."
That Code Lyoko is." Not been an Avatar.
School and got that beat, boy. It was like, oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Go to a whole other world right now and go save this planet. Like,
not better than Avatar. But it was good. Avatar is the best thing ever, and Invincible.
One thing I want to say here too, Nnamdi, that you brought up was like going back to that Kakashi quote, because I think there's one of the cool things about anime is that there's always going to be a moment or a quote or a character or something that's going to be, at least in my experience and the people I've come across, that sits with you and as almost like a creed in life. Like for me, it's always and AU will know this because we was actually talking about it recently. Was Kamino from Gurren Lagann. Like believe in me that believes in you. Believe in me that believes in you. Like believe in me that believes in you. Like
yes, sir.
That for me. That line, the first time I heard that line, and every time I've heard that line after the fact, in like the people that are around me in my life, when I start getting down on myself, I talk to my wife about this all the time. Like when I start getting in my own head about things, when my anxiety starts kicking up, whatever it might be, but then I look around, I see my friends, I see my wife, I see my mom, I see my siblings, and all the people that believe in me, that faith isn't misplaced. You know what I mean? Like, believe in the people that believe in you, because the people believing in you believe in you for a reason. They think you can do this shit. So, it's one of those moments where when you watch that anime show, when you watch that character, when you watch that scene, when you watch whatever it might be that really transcends not just the show you're watching, but also something that can impact your life immediately, and something that, like I said, becomes a creed for you. That's the moment that for me is special about anime more so than any other genre or any other medium, to be honest with you.
Because you can get so much out of anime. You can find an anime that's going to make you sad. You can find anime that's going to make you. I'm not saying you can't find that with other shows. However, what you're going to get in terms of substance out of like a singular anime is greater than almost any other television show that you can watch. Now, I'm not saying that I love watching just regular people act. I would prefer that actually over anime, if I'm being honest with you. However, I also recognize that what you can get out of a singular anime versus like a singular TV show, I could put plenty of anime up against Game of Thrones and be like, I'm gonna get more out of this anime than I would out of Game of Thrones.
Probably.
And I'll still get cool ass dragons. And the anime's still gonna give me cool ass dragons.
Yes, sir.
I ain't even seen
Shout
before.
out to Clevitus. But anyways.
Yo, speaking of which, that opening for season 2 of Clevitus. Oh my goodness. It went to the playlist. I was in the gym yesterday. I was like,
kind of gas.
Nah, lock you in, bro. Lock me in. Nah, man, but hey, you man, Nnamdi, bro. I think we're gonna come up on our time a little bit here, but I just want to again thank you so much, bro, for coming on, rocking out with us. It's not gonna be the first time. As long as you had some fun, bro, it's not gonna be the first time we're gonna have you on. This was fire.
I had fun.
This was fire, bro. But yo, let the people know where they can find you at. Let the people know where they can follow you at. All that good stuff.
So I'll start with YouTube. YouTube is BrotherNnamdi 97. I do healthcare there, healthcare videos, some weep shit. TikTok and Instagram, BrotherNnamdi_. I do have a photography page now, so it's BrotherNnamdi_flicks. So if you need that, it's also in my bio off the BrotherNnamdi_. And yeah, I have X, but it's we ain't using that shit no more.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna call him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. That's Twitter to me.
That's Twitter. It's always gonna be Twitter.
Always gonna be Twitter.
I ain't plugging that shit.
Man, before we slide on up out of here, you got anything you want to leave the people with before we go?
Y'all already know, baby. It's always room on the couch, and that segment I said in the beginning of this pod still stands.
Listen, facts. I don't want to keep deleting them tweets or keep deleting them comments.
We don't want to keep doing all that, man. Cut it out, yo. Don't
but
come
also,
over here
yo,
with
man,
all that BS.
Listen. We appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. You already know it's the Couch Stealers. We got here, BrotherNnamdi. We gonna catch y'all next time. Peace. Always room.